The 2027 Mercedes-Maybach GLS 680 picks up a badge that once meant 12 cylinders. It still costs half of what a Rolls-Royce Cullinan demands. 603 horsepower now lives under the hood from a new V8. 53 more than the outgoing car, and that is only part of the story. This one wears a color called Dark Petrol Verde Silver, a Manufaktur two-tone. Each car is hand-finished by two dedicated craftspeople in Sindelfingen. Subscribe because this level of detail rewards patience. The V12 defined the Maybach name for decades, and Mercedes knows every 680 buyer will ask the question, whether a V8, however powerful, can carry the weight of a name built on 12 cylinders. The answer starts the moment a door opens. Electric running boards deploy in under 1 second, and an LED strip lights the step. A Maybach emblem projects onto the ground beneath your feet. A ceremony, not just an entrance, and it sets the tone for everything ahead. The two-tone Manufaktur paint is the clearest signal that this car has moved further from the standard GLS than any Maybach before it. A redesigned grille now carries an illuminated outline as standard. For the first time on any GLS, the word Maybach is subtly lit inside the grille frame itself. Rose gold accents run through the double-star digital light headlamps, a detail no other Mercedes carries. In certain markets, the upright three-pointed star on the hood is illuminated, and on a Maybach, even the badge has been elevated beyond the ordinary. Chrome finishes the Maybach pattern across every air intake, linking old design language to the new. The line where Dark Petrol meets Verde Silver is cut by hand. That Manufaktur process is part of what separates a Maybach from everything below it in the Mercedes lineup. The roofliner is the most requested Manufaktur option by far. 20 precision-cut leather sections are joined into one flawless finish overhead. A single craftsperson stitches the entire piece, bringing their own individual signature to the work. That is not automation. That is something closer to watchmaking. A Cullinan delivers the same craftsmanship, except it charges more than double. The side profile carries a Maybach emblem, finished in a quality that photographs flatten, but the eye immediately reads as genuine. Side mirrors are reshaped for this generation with chrome accents matching the grille and running board trim. A second M emblem on the rear quarter marks this as something beyond a standard GLS. A Burmester system with Dolby Atmos runs 15 speakers and 710 watts. New taillights carry three-dimensional star motifs framed in chrome. A rear panel connects them into one continuous statement, emphasizing the width. The Maybach badge on the tailgate is finished to a depth that mass production cannot replicate. Every chrome star in the taillights is individually mounted before final assembly. It is this kind of obsessive finishing that Rolls-Royce charges twice the money for. At night, the star motifs glow with a warmth that only reveals itself after dark, each cluster carrying its own layered signature. The 23-inch forged wheels carry one of the most considered details on the entire car. A center-mounted three-pointed star stays perfectly upright as the wheel turns. A precision ball-bearing mechanism uses gravity to self-level the star at any speed. It is a detail nobody will notice, which is exactly the point of a Maybach. Expect pricing near $190,000 when order books open. Roughly half the cost of a Cullinan, which starts at $442,000. The headlamps are finished with rose gold accents and a Maybach emblem set into each housing. Ambient light runs along the star modules and across to the grille frame. Nothing on the front is left unfinished. After dark, the lighting signature begins to separate this Maybach from every rival. The illuminated grille outline becomes a calling card visible from blocks away. Combined with the lit Maybach lettering, the front announces itself before you hear the engine. That illuminated grille is new for this generation, and it transforms the entire character of the car after sunset. The digital light system projects a pattern no other SUV on sale replicates. This is a part of the design story that a Cullinan simply cannot answer at any price. Rolls-Royce has presence, but it does not have this kind of illuminated theater. E-Active Body Control reads the road 1,000 times per second and adjusts each wheel independently. In curve mode, the body leans 3 degrees into corners, reducing lateral forces for every passenger. Cloud-based damping reads road data from Mercedes vehicles ahead and adjusts before you arrive. Engineering and service of calm. The dedicated Maybach Drive program tunes throttle, steering and suspension for absolute quiet. And the cabin takes that quiet even further. Built on MB.OS platform behind the S-Class and EQS. Illuminated air vents sit behind glass, gondola-shaped units replacing traditional fins across the dashboard. The MBUX Superscreen combines three 12.3-inch displays under one continuous glass surface with rose gold Maybach dials. The zero layer puts navigation, weather, and personal recommendations on screen without a single menu tap. More than 40 apps span audio, video, productivity, and entertainment, all updatable over the air after purchase. Ambient styles are Maybach-specific, rose gold lighting themes designed for this car and borrowed from nothing else. The virtual assistant draws on ChatGPT and Google Gemini for real conversations that remember previous exchanges. It appears as a rose gold three-pointed star on the Superscreen, another detail reserved for Maybach. An electric cabin air filter ionizes particles and replaces the interior air roughly every 90 seconds. Urban point-to-point driving assist navigates city streets from parking spot to destination with one button. SAE Level 2 with hands-on, and Mercedes plans a US rollout before the end of the year. The rear cabin is where this car becomes something no standard GLS can touch. Two 11.6-inch screens with individual remote controls give each rear passenger their own world. Video calls, climate, privacy blinds, and entertainment all run from the seat, and a refrigerated compartment between the seats holds two champagne bottles. The gear selector is finished in crystal, and a rose gold Maybach emblem sits centered between the main displays. Heated cup holders, wireless charging, and individual climate zones for all four seats come standard. The center console is finished with the same jewelry level detail as the Superscreen surround. The cabin reads wide open and deliberately quiet, with room for a pram behind the third row. Acoustic insulation on the transmission tunnel, engine bulkhead, and body cavities makes this one of the quietest interiors in the segment. Revised steering with a more direct ratio gives sharper response, and early reviewers have called the handling notably more composed. Brown walnut and diamond pattern high-gloss trim debut this generation. Front seats gain vibration massage in the cushions, a first for any GLS. Over-the-air updates keep the system current, new features arriving long after the car leaves the factory. The Maybach Ambient style with rose gold is exclusive, visually separating it from every other Mercedes. The rear compartment has been refined with one clear purpose. Executive seats now offer calf massage for the first time in any GLS, with heated armrests and two individually controlled entertainment screens. New Napa leather in beach brown and macchiato beige is warm, deliberate, and unmistakably expensive. The roofliner, stitched by one craftsperson, is the largest piece Sindelfingen makes by hand. It was the most requested Maybach component last year, proof that the buyers want handmade. Not machine finished, hand finished. That demand reveals who buys this car, people who want the bespoke, and the Maybach delivers. The one to buy is the 680 with Manufaktur paint and e-active body control. Skip it if the death of the 12-cylinder matters on principle, because on paper, the new V8 is the superior engine. Cross-shop the Cullinan at $442,000. This Maybach matches it for half. 9.4 on the Auto TV score, the next luxury SUV is on screen.